today. We hope everyone's day is off to a magical start. Welcome to Disney on a Dime. I'm Tan. This is my husband Eric, and today we wanted to stop in and kind of like a follow-up to the Disney transportation video we did a few weeks back. But guys, before we get to that video, please let me just take a minute to pause for the cause and just thank everyone who has left comments on the last two videos that we posted regarding Volcano Bay. Oh my gosh, I love the conflict. I love all of the back and forth that you guys are having in the comments.
You have truly struck a nerve. People are really like passionate.
You guys are passionate about these last two videos, and thank you guys so much. We love that interaction, so keep it coming. But anyway, on to today's video. Eric, what are we talking about today?
So we're talking about all the Disney transportation options, and we're actually going to compare them a little bit to Universal's transportation options. And as you said, this is a follow-up to a previous video we did on a brand new Disney transportation option called Disney Express.
Cool.
So this is brand new for this year. So we did a video on it, and a lot of people were saying, well, how does this compare to the other Disney transportation options? So it kind of confused some people. Were like, well, there's monorails and there's buses and there's part-to-part transportation. So how does this compare? So what we're going to do on this video, we're going to cover, and I've broken them up into 4. That's the number, guys. The 4 different Disney transportation options. So we're going to look at all 4, and then we're going to compare those 4 to the Universal transportation options.
Do you have any notes today?
I got like,
of course.
So transportation option number 1. This is number 1, guys. The Disney Magical, and remember that word, Magical Express, okay? What that is if you stay at a Disney resort property, it is complimentary, so it's free transportation.
Free 99.
To and from the Orlando airport. So when you arrive, it'll take you to the Disney Hotel. When you're leaving, it'll take you back to the airport. What's the nickname for the Magical Express when you're leaving Disney and it's taking you back to the airport?
The Tragically Depressed.
The Tragically Depressed. So it is a great option. I recommend this option for if this is your first time at Disney, you really want to be encased in the Disney environment. You're not going to rent a car. It is very convenient. They actually check your luggage for you.
Oh yeah. And it somehow magically appears.
A quick note, so they check your luggage at the airport. So in other words, when you arrive, they take your luggage to the hotel for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to grab it or anything.
Okay.
They'll actually send you luggage tags ahead of time if you book it far enough in advance.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but your luggage, sometimes you will beat your luggage to the hotel. I've even heard like about a couple of hours. So wear your magic bands. Don't put your magic bands in your luggage because you'll need that for the hotel and some other things. So I think it's a great option, but you know, the thing is you're not renting a car.
Okay.
And what would you say are some of the...
Well, I think that's a good point too. You bring up, you know, when we're packing our things, I know for us, you know, we do drive a lot when we go to Disney because we do live here in Atlanta, but that's a good point, babe. You want to make sure if you're going to take that particular mode of transportation, don't put your bands in your luggage, because when you get to check-in, if your bags, just as Eric said, you know, have not arrived, or you know, for whatever reason they get lost, you want to make sure you kind of have your bands on your person. Yeah. And so the last thing I'll say about this, just keep in mind, this is complimentary if you stay on a Disney property. So when you book that hotel, if they don't bring it up, right, definitely ask them, book your reservation, because you do need to kind of reserve it for the Magical Express, because that's a great complimentary part of your Disney hotel stay. So that was number 1, the Disney Magical Express. Number 2, you've arrived at your Disney hotel, you've unpacked, you're ready to hit it, you're ready to go to the parks. Next, we're gonna talk about Disney transportation for hotel guests when you're inside of Walt Disney World. Okay. The thing to remember here, and I think we didn't really talk about this the last time, we mainly talked about buses last time. The transportation you take is really based on where you're staying. All right. So, for example, what would you say if you're staying at Grand Floridian or Polynesian, what park would you say that is really convenient to? Well, I think everybody knows that's going to be Magic Kingdom. Yeah,
and if you really want to make it convenient, stay at Contemporary, and then you're walking to Magic Kingdom. Those are actually, all of those are on the monorail line, and the monorail line connects those 3 hotels we just mentioned, Magic Kingdom and Epcot. So there's a monorail line. Now, let's say you wanted to spend a lot of time at Disney Springs. You really wanted to shop.
You know what, babe? Before we go any further, we should mention also that not only are those particular hotels, well, two in fact, Grand Floridian and the Polynesian, yes, they are on the monorail type track, but you can also take the water transportation over to Magic Kingdom also.
Yeah. So let's talk about transportation method number 3. What about those of us that are staying at non-Disney hotels, right? So we talked about the Disney hotels, you get all the perks. There are buses, boats, walkways, probably planes and trains at some point soon, and parachuting in and helicoptering into it. They'll probably do that soon. What if you're at a non-Disney resort? Well, the Disney partner hotels. So if you Google Disney partner hotels or Disney Good Neighbor hotels, they will actually also have shuttle programs. And what's interesting, a lot of these hotels, especially the ones that are on the Strip near Disney Springs, so that would be the Bonnet Creek Resort area, there's a Holiday Inn, there's another Hilton, there's a few different hotels.
And we love the Bonnet Creek ones. We've actually stayed at several of those.
There's the B Hotel, which is another good up and coming hotel. All of those hotels, because they're Good Neighbor hotels, will also offer shuttles to and from the parks. And those would typically, I've not heard of a hotel charging for that, but if you're going to stay at a non-Disney hotel, check on their shuttles, not only to the Disney resorts, but also to the Universal resorts and other Orlando attractions. Another thing that's nice about the a lot of the Good Neighbor hotels, especially the ones that are close to Disney Springs, you can walk to Disney Springs. Oh yeah, that is a really big perk. You know, parking can sometimes be an issue at Disney Springs. Not so much now as it was in the past. You know, Disney has really done a great job in making the parking lots, well now parking deck, you know, a little bit larger. They've expanded it a bit more. So now you can kind of get in a little bit more easily than you were able to in the past. Although, you know, on some of our trips, we have seen where the parking decks have been at capacity. So that being said, staying at some of the, you know, local hotels to the Disney Springs area is a huge perk, because now you can, you know, leave your rental at the hotel, or not even worry about a shuttle, just, you know, just walk and come and go at your leisure. So what I would say is, you know, no matter what hotel you stay at, think about what activity you want to do the most. Really talk to the hotel. If you're staying at a Disney hotel, call 407-WDisney. Talk to them about, hey, what is this convenient to? Should I do Magical Express? Can you sign me up for that? What are the transport options? And there are a lot of FAQs, a lot of good frequently asked questions on the Disney website that'll walk you through it as well. So the number 4 topic we're going to talk about with Disney transportation this is really where you got to put your thinking caps on, is park to park transportation. And bear in mind, you only need park to park transportation if you are a season pass holder or doing park hopper, and obviously doing more than one park in one day. Which in our other videos, we have kind of cautioned against that, because that takes a lot of energy and planning. But if you just thinking about it, if you just insist on doing it, there is park to park transportation. But this is where you kind of got to know what you're doing. So, and I've actually got to read the notes on this. So, if you want to go from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, those are connected via monorail. And you can actually go through the transportation center, which is like the main transportation hub, where you can buy tickets and park and go back and forth. And where can we find that hub at? It's that's where you, so if you go to Magic Kingdom, you don't really park at Magic Kingdom, you park at the transportation center. And the hub, almost think of it as like a train station. And there's a monorail that'll take you back and forth between Epcot and Magic Kingdom. And that's also how you travel between those two parks. So again, thank you for bringing that up. There's a lot to it. Epcot and Hollywood Studios, we already talked about this, they are connected by the Boardwalk Resort area. So there's boats that go back and forth between the Boardwalk Resort area, or you can walk. So there's no bus. No bus between those two parks. If you're staying in that Boardwalk Resort area. But you can take the boat. Magic Kingdom Park and Disney's Hollywood Studios are connected via bus. Animal Kingdom, the geography of Disney, Animal Kingdom is way off by itself because it's so big. So the only way to go from Animal Kingdom to another park is by bus. Now, what's interesting is you would think, all right, there's transportation between the parks. If I got a park hopper, I'm good. I can go from one park to another. But we have complained, and we complained in the other video, Disney buses can be slow, and Disney must have recognized this because they created yet another transportation option called Disney Express. Now, here's where it gets tricky. It's not Disney Magical Express, right? Magical Express takes you back and forth to the airport. This is Disney Express.
Right.
There's a fee for this. But basically, and you'll have to watch our other videos to get the details, but the net of that is...
that link somewhere there or
there. The net of that is, it's every 30 minutes they got the buses running. And there's a special pickup location and drop-off location that gets you inside of the park a lot quicker. So you don't burn as much time, even though they have the inter-park transportation that can still burn a couple of hours. This, in theory, should only take about 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most to go from one park to another.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Also, if you watch our previous Disney transportation video, we also talk about going back to your hotel and kind of using that as a central hub. If you're doing park hopping, you can go back, take a shower, freshen up, and go to the next property. But you don't have to do that. I think I gave some of y'all the impression that you have to do that. But
no. I think what you were saying then, babe, and I absolutely agree. You know, especially if you're it's heating up now, okay, guys. So July and August, you know, if you're doing the park hopper, is that what you're speaking about, babe? I really suggest going back and taking a quick shower, not only for your comfort throughout the rest of the day, but also for those individuals around you. Okay, we want to be as fresh as possible during those summer months when we are out enjoying the theme park.
And I will admit, I'm one of those guys, if it's 90 degrees and humid, I am sweating.
Right.
I'm sweating, so I have to go back.
Right, so if we're park hopping, guys, let's hop over to the back to the resorts at some point and shower down before heading out to the next location.
So we've covered all of the Disney options. How does Universal compare? Well, you know, it's interesting. Disney is a lot more spread out than Universal. Universal is very compact.
Yeah, it's right there. It's own little hub, if you will. Yeah.
And you know, you could almost say that kind of makes Universal more convenient in some ways, because the way it works is you have the two main Universal theme parks, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, and then City Walk connects them, right? That's kind of the central hub, and then the Garden Path connects City Walk to all of the Universal on-property resorts.
And I will add once again, if you guys get an opportunity to stay on one of the Universal properties, Cabana Bay, Sapphire Falls really connect. Well, all of them actually connect to the Garden Path.
They all do.
Is it Garden Path or Garden Walk?
We keep getting it wrong.
But guys, it is so beautiful.
It is a beautiful walk.
It is such a beautiful walk, and on a hot summer day, you cannot beat a cool walk on that path.
Now, if you don't want to walk, I get it. You're on vacation, but I don't feel like walking. They do have boats, right? So the Garden Path kind of is next to a river.
How long is that walk, though? We timed it.
It is about, so from Cabana Bay and Sapphire Falls, it's about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah, depending on your pace.
From Portofino and Hard Rock and something, it's about the same distance.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really pretty walk though.
But if you don't want to walk, they do have some buses, they do have some shuttle service, and they do have boat service.
Yeah, they do.
And certainly, you know, for those of you that have never been to Orlando, large built up city, they do have Uber, they've got Lyft. Uber has become real popular now in Orlando.
Very popular.
Yeah,
I have a couple of friends who've actually gone, not rented a car, and didn't kind of want to bother with the theme park transportation. So yeah, they've done Uber. Great choice. They were very happy with it. Well, that is it, guys. We hope that we did not lose you on those 4 modes of transportation, not even modes of transportation.
And if we did lose you, that's fine. Just remember, when you call and book your hotel room, you got to ask them, right? Do some of your research, look at the FAQ.
Yeah, we are really stressing, you know, guys, we are only one avenue of getting you to Orlando, one source, but please, guys, please go and do your own research. Before we head out again today, babe, I want to again stress how thankful we are to you guys for all of the feedback on the last 2 videos. I think those last 2 videos it's all running together in our heads now. We do so many videos. Also, we have another channel. Go over and check out the Unfrumpy Mommy Life channel. I actually just finished doing a video over there. That's why I'm not wearing my little theme park t-shirt.
See, I stuck with the program. You were filming other videos.
I know. But guys, again, thank you so much. We can really see or hear and read the passion in you guys' comments regarding the last 2 videos. Thank you guys. Keep them coming. We love it. We love it. We love it. But so with that, guys, we hope that you have, as always, found this video to be very helpful, extremely informative, and so don't forget, guys, to make every day magical. Bye, guys.